Hey everyone, it's Matt, ESC United, your favorite Eurovision channel. I'm sure you know by now who won the Eurovision Song Contest 2023. Spoiler alert, it's Sweden. So we're going to talk about all of that at a later point, but for now I would like to take a look at the semi-final results. Who missed out just barely, who ended up on top, and who is the 10th place borderline qualifier, semi-final one. Let's look at this together, analyze it, and think this through. Let's go right ahead. Let's talk Eurovision. And as you can see, Finland won semi one. May not come as a surprise considering he won the televote in the grand final by a large margin, 177 points. Sweden got 135 points, second place, so that's mirrored in the grand final as well, that ranking. And Israel, third place, sounds awfully familiar. As you can see, the semi one, as we all talked about, clearly was the stronger semi by a lot. Czechia is in fourth place with 110 points. Now, as a reminder, the semis were 100% televote. Juries did not vote here. And Moldova, fifth place. That's higher than I anticipated, in a good way. I'm happy. Norway is in sixth place with 102 points. Very interesting considering they came third place in the grand final. Then Switzerland, seventh place. Croatia, number 8, 76 points. Portugal, 74. And then there's a big gap. Huge gap, so it seems like most of the points went towards the top 9 here. Then Serbia in 10th place with 37 points. So that's your top 10. Serbia is the borderline qualifier, far away from the 9th place. Very interesting. Just looking at the ranking here, the biggest surprises to me were definitely Norway coming 6th, considering they did so well in the grand final, coming 3rd with over 200 points, which then leads me to believe a thing that I say all the time and a lot: the running order matters. It is important in the televote. So that doesn't surprise me now thinking about it, but it's interesting to observe. I thought Croatia actually would go bigger with the televote. 8th place, still great, they qualified, but yeah, I did anticipate Portugal being potentially the borderline qualifier. It was Serbia in the end, so my predictions weren't that far off, because I got 9 out of 10 right, but I thought Serbia would be out actually, and even though they were in, it was close. Let's take a look at the rest of them. 11th place went to Latvia, and as you can see, Southern Lights was only almost 3 points short of qualifying. Dang, that hurts. Latvia, it's been so long, but man, that's how the cookie crumbles. And in 12th place is actually Ireland. Now, there's once again, Serbia and Latvia have almost the same amount of points, and then there's a huge gap. There are hardly any points for the bottom 4 here, which Ireland with 10 points, the Netherlands 7 points, Azerbaijan 4 points, and Malta 3 points. So as you can see, the bottom 4 got hardly any points in this semi. Let's take a look at the 177 points from Finland. I'm just curious, most votes, as you can see here, come from the 12 pointers. Interestingly enough, see, there's now this rest of the world vote. 10 points went to Finland. That is interesting. So they did not give Finland the 12 points. I wonder if those went to Sweden. Let's take a look at that. I'm curious. So Israel got 12 points from the rest of the world in the semi. 10 to Finland, 8 to Latvia. Whoa. The rest of the world really like Latvia. Europe, not quite as much. And yeah, Sweden 7, Portugal 6, Czechia 5, Moldova 4, Croatia 3, Serbia 2, and Malta 1 point. At least I got a point there. So yeah, I'm very hurt by the fact that Malta came last, by the way, in the semi. This is not unjustified and very, very upsetting. Other than that, as you can see, for the most part, these countries were also dominating in the grand final. So I think this is a very interesting observation. Yeah, the biggest surprise is overall Malta coming last. That hurts. Serbia barely surviving. Maybe not that big of a surprise now in hindsight, but Norway only coming 6th in the televote. In the semis, again, running order, I think, plays a big part here. So yeah, those are the things that stood out to me the most. I think I would love to hear from you as well. What are your biggest surprises in the televote here? Or was that kind of what you were thinking was going to happen? Leave your thoughts below in the comment section. I would love to hear from you, and I will see you in the next video.